Hey guys, this is Junior Trader and I'm your host today on Tesla Tomorrow channel. In this video, we will be covering a lot of Tesla technical analysis and what are the key important levels we are looking at, what are the price targets that Tesla may go to going into next week, where are the important support levels, where are the important resistance levels, and all in all, how the price action has been talking to us and how we have been building our position on Tesla into our thesis of Tesla going to go up from here. I'll also cover some of the articles and news just to give a weekly recap on that. There are only two important ones, and then we'll jump into our good old technical analysis.
So if people had been selling Tesla to buy NVIDIA, you think the best thing to do is to invert that because you've probably made a lot of money on NVDA.
Well, let's be clear, Sully. I'm long NVIDIA and I'm loading up here on Tesla, but I think you're absolutely right. When you look at NVIDIA, it's 3 times the size of Tesla from a market cap perspective. It's now the 3rd largest, but the parabolic move in NVIDIA, if you look at a chart here, just since January, up 50%. And this is not up 50% from where it was cut in half in 2022. This is substantial. This was nearly $1 trillion company. Now to be up where it is, I think it can go from 750. It has to back and fill. So I think with earnings expectations, think about it, Sully. The earnings expectations for revenue for NVIDIA are over $20 billion. That's 3 times. That's 3x what it was just a year ago from Q4. So I think there's high expectations. I know they're printing money right now, but I think there's a pullback short term. You're seeing RSI levels overbought, but Tesla seems to be a different type of AI approach. And I know it's the Mag 7. It's not getting any love right now. It's about to trade 200 today, so we are seeing some buyer step in. But nonetheless, Sully, I think we have to understand there's huge opportunity in Tesla here, and I think you have to profit take in NVIDIA.
Yeah, and I want you don't want all the we call them Teslarians. I guess what do we call the Nvidians? You don't want the I think I just made that up. You don't want the Nvidians coming at you. You still love the company, but I get the mentality, which is everybody's like, oh, drop Tesla. It's not Mag 7, it's Super 6 or Spectacular 6 or whatever name they want to employ to it. I get your take, and being a smart trader is trying to find the opportunity when other people are selling.
That's right, and I'm utilizing options to define my risk. I'm selling a risk reversal here in Tesla, selling the 185 March regular expiration, buying the 200 call. But I think you have to realize, just take a step back, Sully, not to get too wonky here, but from an AI perspective, I know we are really seeing Tesla viewed as more of a cyclical car company. I know it has a tech influence, but think of the spend. NVIDIA got a lot of press for buying SoundHound. They made a $4 million with an M. $1 million investment in that. Right now, this year in 2024, Tesla's going to spend $10 billion on their AI development. So I think from the longer play, I think you're going to see Tesla back and fill up to $300. You have to really put the emotion aside on Elon Musk. You never know what's going to happen or what tweet's going to come out. But I think from a true value, from a true trade perspective, this is a great pairs trade going in next Wednesday, where I think you will see a reprieve or a relent in the price in the video.
All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. So what I want to start it off this with is covering some of the Tesla news that we have had over this last week. And this is the one that regarding the concerns that was brought up in the media sphere, all the Wall Street, that Tesla's margins have been falling. Is Tesla going to keep cutting down the price? So let's take a look at this article. So its headline says, is Tesla stock about to take off? Now, going through the article, it talks about that Tesla shares rebounded by over 2.5% on Thursday, but continues to remain locked in a depressed trading range amid concerns about potential volume decline and further erosions in margins. A fund manager on Wednesday talked about it. So what happened? What's the background on it? So Tesla is unlikely to cut prices further as the management has learned that cutting prices in excess of the declines in the cost of goods sold will give the company no incremental value, said Gary Black, managing partner at Fund Future. Now, what his reasoning and findings are that the reason for the inelasticity of demand, according to Black, is competitors matching the price cuts, leaving everyone worse off. The fund manager also sees full driving takes rates increasing as it approaches level 4 autonomy. As a result, the Future Fund co-founder sees the scope of the auto gross margins stalling the declining trend, which means they're going to either stabilize or margins going to go up again. It's becoming more and more apparent auto gross margins have bottomed, he said. And then he posted a graph on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the article goes on talking about it. But that was the main gist of this article. Now, the another one that we have is a healthy competition may be coming for Tesla in US, and that is BYD EVs are coming to the US. Now, how long do Tesla and Ford have to prepare? Wow, okay. So let's go through this article. So it talks about Chinese electric vehicle giant BYD is thinking about building a car assembly plant in Mexico. That's only, well, that's one of the way to crack into the US market. And why I say that's currently the only profitable way of cracking into the US market is because there's a 25% tariff on Chinese car imports. So, and Mexico comes in NAFTA trading agreement. So US and Mexico can do a free open trade in many certain cases. And that's why Tesla has been also choosing Mexico to build their factory over there. Now, the helpful for BYD to make profit and not lose $4,000 to $5,000 on every car, if they ship it from China, they would have to build their factory in in Mexico. Now, the BYD was reached out for a comment on it. They haven't replied yet. So it's only the news right now that BYD is thinking about building a car assembly plant in Mexico, but we have yet to see some more details come out on it. So we'll see how things rolls. All right, guys, now with that, let's jump into our good old technical analysis and let's take a look at how the week went, how we have been into our Tesla plays, what are the key elements in the price action we have been watching, and how we have been building our thesis, and what I see that Tesla stock may go going into the next week, and what are the important areas you are watching. All right, so now, please note, none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and your own financial outcomes. I'm here only providing my read on the market, how I trade, and my opinion. If you want to learn more about the tools that I use in my videos that I have built over the course of many years through my trading experience, go to my channel, Junior Trader, and you can find all that information over there as well. All right, guys, now let's begin. So Tesla, right now it closed yesterday, or Friday I should say, 199.95 cents. It went as high as one of our marked resistance level marked by my indicator. Now that is at 203.12 cents. We to the penny, we went over there and we started resisting over there. Now, what are we seeing as for the price pattern? Now let me take you a little bit back in the past, how we even got over here. So for that, what I will also like to do is turn on the short volume percent on my indicator. That will tell us what the short sellers has been doing. So on Tesla stock, anything above 44%, or sorry, anything above 35%, I consider a high short volume, which was coming back when Tesla was around key support levels, 200 days moving average, 20 days moving average at these upper resistance levels. And we were getting short volume percent like 44%, 46%. Those were our leading indicators that Tesla stock is going to break those important key support levels. We rode that wave to the downside. Now, this was the earnings time, right? That Tesla stock had another massive fall in the stock price. And you know how everyone else comes out on the media, oh, Tesla is going to go to 150. Oh, it's going to go to $100. Oh, it's going to go to $60. But guys, Junior Trader was talking to you all and telling you that, guys, wait, hold on a second. Price action is telling me something else. Data is telling me something else. And we have been building our position in this green box. And we are already in the money. That's the way we trade, guys. So what was the data back then telling us? So we do see a gap down. I'm not seeing huge short sellers present here, 25, 29% only of the respective volume. We have 34, 30%, 35%. So short sellers tried to come back in, but you can see how the wicks were forming and the support box that we had 180 to 184 was holding. buyers were stepping in. Then only 29% came the next day, and we got bought back up in our box. Then the next day, that was a shakeout for many I should say new traders. Okay, and why I wasn't worried, I covered this all on my channel, on my videos daily, guys. Now, why I wasn't worried seeing this candle when it broke this green box? What I saw was a wick at the bottom. I saw short sellers came in less. Now, what was it? Is the liquidity grab. And what is that is when we have a support box holding, we can have clear signs that buyers are stepping in. They usually have stop losses on their swing positions or long-term position underneath that area. So whales, what they do is they push the price down and they load up because that's where the liquidity is. So market makers, whales, they know how the algorithms works. Okay, they know because it requires volume to move the stock, right? And all these liquidity grabs happens most of the time, guys, in the pre-market or post-market because you need less of a volume to move the stock price in pre and post market. And why so? Because there is not much volume to trade, which means the spread between the bid and the ask is wide enough. And since there is less of a demand as well as less of a supply, because not many traders are there, it allows the market makers and whales to move the price very easily. Then the next day, I saw another liquidity grab, guys, and that with a green candle, less short volume. That was my confirmation that this thing is going up. And I was already building into this box, and you are aware about it. Below that, we were watching 152 and 164, which was my second reload zone. And that is still a really good support zone, but we might not even come down there anymore, guys. So stick with me, and I'm going to be talking about that. So we came back up and we came back down again where in our support box, and there, guys, we started to form patterns like, and when this candle came, the next green candle, and I was talking about it on my channel, that, guys, this is a confirmed massive play to the upside. And I'm gonna, as I'm talking, I'm gonna turn off the short volume percent here, and this is a massive play. This is a massive bullish play now that has built on Tesla. And also we have formed this inverted head and shoulder pattern. Guys, this was the final confirmation as well. If you were waiting, and then we got what? A massive breakout candle, just how I predicted. We broke out above 20 days moving average as well with that. And we, even the next day, so this became our new support box. And to talk more about it, let me take it to the hourly interval. Actually, things will start getting much more clear there. And what we have is we got out of this 200 hours moving average, and you can see how our box is held up as a support. These were the liquidity grabs, guys, that I was telling you about. And this box became our new support zone now, 194 to 196, right? And yesterday, why is this a support as well, guys? Because this one of my significant level is marked by my indicator, and I'm also seeing the pivot points. Okay. Now, if you want to learn more about it, how I even do this trade, you have to go to my channel, watch my videos, guys, because I cover all these things on a lot of other of my stocks as well. Now, what we are seeing on Tesla here, we yesterday saw a little bit of a choppy day, right? However, Tesla, in my opinion, is still bullish. Now the new support is 194 and 196. I'm only going to get concerned if Tesla breaks below 193 again. That's when I would say, okay, looks like some more cool off is coming, or a more buying opportunity is coming around $190. But I want to see Tesla hold 194 because what I expect Tesla to do is, sure, it may come down because it's below a little bit 20 hours moving average. If it comes down to 196, 50 hours moving average, which is coming strong from underneath, is going to give it a pump to the upside. And this box, together with these pivot points that I just showed you, right, has to also bring in a lot of other buyers here. Now, what then I'm expecting going into the next week is Tesla breaking above $203 and testing 212. And very likely, guys, next week it's a possibility that we will test $217 to $218 range up here. Now, I have already built in my position and I'm building for my long term as well, but some position, the more that I built just for the swing purpose around this box, I would be taking some profits up here in the target of $217, maybe 215 to 217. Every day as I do the price action, I do a coverage on my Tesla videos as well on my channel, Junior Trader. So I will be talking more and more about it on day-to-day basis if I'm seeing some price action that where I would want to be locking in my profits. Now, I don't see any short play right now on Tesla. This range, even 100, I don't expect Tesla to come down to $190, but even if it comes down to $190, there's still a long opportunity over there in my opinion. Intraday short, that could be traded, and I'll talk about that in just a second, how you would do that, and how even you would do intraday long. But this is for the swing play that the next week I'm expecting Tesla to come up to $217 as long as it holds the support at 194 and we don't break below that. Now, I want to take you to the weekly interval now, and I want to talk about a couple of more things here. So you can see the upper, it's just more clear from here, and you can see the upper bound of the channel is at just very close to, for the weekly interval, is very close to $217. And if we are quick enough, we might be testing this underneath of 200 weeks moving average. There's just too much of confluence here, guys, this around this area of 220, that this is our near-term target to take profits. And then if we break out of this channel, guys, this thing can rocket up, but we have to see the price action at that time over there. So yeah, in the near term, we are watching the level of 217 as the price target. Now, also, I want to show you on the weekly interval is that, guys, look at it, how beautiful these wicks are looking like, right? Look at it down here, this green wick. Buyers are stepping in, guys, on weekly basis. This is awesome. That tells us that, wow, buyers are present here. And that's why with this pivot point, you can see the neckline we broke out of. I'm just seeing that that's a really good support zone as well. So I'm not worried. So now let's go to the 5 minutes interval, and I want to show you if you're looking for just day trading or intraday trading as on the long and short side both. And guys, for that, I highly recommend using my indicator because it will mark some of the levels automatically for you. And once you start seeing that, oh well, the price action is rejecting one of the levels, you see these wicks are forming up on the top, you can trade it all the way to the next level, right, down here. And then you are seeing that these double bottoms are forming and price is refusing to break below one of the levels. So you have to read the price action at these important levels. And then you see the price action went at least to our next trading levels, right? So all in all, you trade with these levels, and there are clear breakout days as well, right? Like the yesterday. So when a level clearly breaks, and once, if you happen to join my memberships and have access to my indicators and tools, you will learn through my daily videos how you use these levels to trade, right? So, but anyways, that's something on Tesla I wanted to cover with you. So you got all the levels you are watching, you got all the background that how we are in this play that Tesla was giving us, and what are the potential profit targets we are taking a look at. Now, I also want to just really quickly go over with you on QQQ and SPY as well, just to give you a market sentiment all in general as well. And with QQQ, guys, I feel that we have NVIDIA's earnings coming. So I feel like we might be going into a cool off if, let's say, the guidance is not loved by investors. But looks like QQQ filled this gap to the upside and it's cooling off. We are watching the break off level of 430 for the potential downside. And then I cover price action day-to-day basis as well. We'll talk about then. SPY is a little bit stronger. SPY has still some more options to show us some pullback. SPY is actually still bullish, but QQQ is looking a little bit weaker compared to SPY at this point. SPY is still bullish as long as it holds above $495 level. Okay. Well, just wanted to provide a little bit sentiment. I'll be doing videos on my channel, guys, on over the whole weekend on not just Tesla or a couple of stocks. I'll be covering a lot of stocks, a lot of plays that I will be providing. So if you are interested, join my channel, subscribe, to my channel. Also hit the like for Tesla Tomorrow channel. And with that, and also subscribe to Tesla Tomorrow channel. And with that, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Take care.